Hi everyone! Today I'm going to provide a thorough guide on stereo pairing the WiiM Sound and WiiM Sound Lite. I'll explain how to pair two WiiM Sound speakers for stereo playback, as well as how to use the Roomfit feature. At the end, I'll also cover some important points to keep in mind regarding this feature, so if you're interested, please stick around till the end. Let's dive right in.
Step 1. What is the WiiM Sound? The WiiM Sound is a premium wireless speaker that allows you to easily enjoy exquisite high-res audio. It supports crystal clear sound up to 24-bit/192 kHz and features a two-way design that boasts a high output of up to 100 watts, despite its compact size. With its AI Roomfit feature, which automatically measures your room's acoustics to optimize sound quality, it reproduces an ideal soundstage no matter where you place it. Its standout feature is the 1.8-inch circular touch display on the front. It beautifully displays album art, the time, VU meters, and more, allowing for intuitive operation. Furthermore, a voice control-compatible remote is included. In addition to Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3, it offers broad compatibility with major streaming services like Alexa Cast, Qobuz Connect, Tidal Connect, Google Cast, Spotify Connect, and Roon Ready, as well as multi-room playback. While it delivers high-quality sound on its own, its ability to expand into a stereo pair or a home theater setup with two units is a major appeal. There is also a Lite model available, which omits the touch display and remote to keep the price down. It's a next-generation audio system that perfectly balances sleek design with overwhelming functionality. Step 2. What is a stereo pair? All WiiM devices support multi-room music. By simply linking them in the WiiM app, you can play music simultaneously across multiple WiiM devices. For the WiiM Sound Series speakers, in addition to this basic group playback feature, you can create a special speaker group called a stereo pair. When you set up two WiiM sounds as a stereo pair, their volumes sync up, allowing you to always adjust the left and right volumes simultaneously. Also, the independent left and right channels are locked in, ensuring persistent stereo playback. Step 3. How to set up a stereo pair. When using a stereo pair, it's recommended that the two WiiM sounds be placed symmetrically relative to your listening position in the room. If not, a regular multi-room group might be more suitable, for example if the speakers are placed in two separate rooms. First, make sure the device cards for both WiiM sounds are displayed in the WiiM app. Then, decide which of the two will be the leader. You should choose the device you primarily operate to be the leader. If you have a WiiM Sound and a WiiM Sound Lite, it's best to make the WiiM Sound, which has the remote and screen, the leader. Tap the gear icon on the lead WiiM Sound's device card. Scroll down the screen and tap the stereo pair section. Check whether your lead device is placed on the left or the right. If the lead device is on your right side, tap the center icon to switch it to R. From the list below, select the speaker you want to pair it with. Tapping the speaker icon will play a test sound. Check to make sure the sound is correctly coming from both the left and right sides. Tap Next in the top right corner, then tap Done, and the pairing is complete. When you return to the device screen, you'll see a stereo pair card displayed like this. The volume bars for the individual speakers are grayed out, meaning you can no longer adjust them separately. You'll also notice the channels are now set to left and right. You are now ready for stereo playback. Finally, play your favorite music and check the volume balance. Make sure the vocals are centered. If you feel the sound is shifting to either the left or right, I recommend adjusting the speakers or your listening position. If physical adjustments are too difficult, you can also use the volume limit feature to adjust the left-right balance. Open Audio Settings on the device settings screen and adjust the volume limit value. By the way, I set the volume limit to 56% for both of my speakers. I restrict it so it doesn't get too loud even if I turn the volume all the way up to 100%. Feel free to adjust this to your preference. Also, if you always want to use the two speakers for stereo playback, it's a good idea to assign the audio channel like this. Switch the right speaker to right channel and the left speaker to left channel. Back on the device card, there is a stereo pair icon in the top right corner. Tapping this allows you to edit the name. You can also unpair them by tapping Unpair Stereo Pair. If the stereo pair becomes disconnected, you can relink the devices by opening the stereo pair section in the lead device's settings and tapping Enable Stereo Pair. This process is a bit of a hassle, so hopefully it gets improved in a future update. Step 4. What is the difference between a stereo pair and a multi-room group? You can also group two WiiM sound speakers using the link icon on the device card. In this case, the channels and volume are not fixed, so you can freely adjust them individually. You can also mute either one independently. Also, if you ungroup and then relink them, the channel for each speaker will revert to L/R. For this reason, if you want to lock the left and right channels in a multi-room group, it's best to specify the channels in the audio settings, as I mentioned earlier. Please note that if you use WiiM Sounds as wireless Dolby rear speakers, you cannot maintain a stereo pair or a multi-room group. For example, if two WiiM Sounds are assigned to the surrounds in a WiiM Ultra home theater setup, activating the home theater will break the stereo pair. You also need to keep in mind that a stereo pair cannot be grouped with other WiiM devices. If you want to link it with a WiiM device in another room, you will need to use a standard multi-room group or a persistent group. Using WiiM's HTTP API, it is technically possible to add another WiiM device to a stereo pair, but it might not be very practical. If you're interested, please check out this video for reference. It shows me actually adding a WiiM Ultra to a stereo pair. Using the API, you can change the group configuration while maintaining the stereo pair. I'll leave a reference link in the description box below. Step 5. Roomfit procedure for a stereo pair. With a stereo pair, you cannot adjust both WiiM sounds simultaneously using Roomfit. You need to run Roomfit for each speaker individually. First, unpair the stereo pair and set the dynamic bass of each speaker to 0 decibels. This will turn dynamic bass off. Also, make sure the left and right volume balance is evenly matched beforehand. It's a good idea to set the volume slightly higher than your normal listening level. Try to run Roomfit when the room is as quiet as possible. The WiiM Sound's frequency response is slightly strong in the treble, so correcting this will likely result in a more ear-friendly sound. Here are my preferred Roomfit settings for the WiiM Sound. Please note that these aren't necessarily the correct settings. Normally, it's recommended to cap the upper limit of Roomfit's correction frequency range at 300 Hz to 500 Hz. However, I prefer to keep things as simple as possible, so I just let Roomfit adjust everything from 50 Hz to 10,000 Hz. The other settings are the same as when you normally run Roomfit. If you want to learn more details about how to use Roomfit, please check out my video, Part 2, WiiM Home App Tutorial. By the way, if you are running Roomfit using your smartphone's built-in mic, I recommend not including the high frequencies. It's safer to keep the correction frequency range between 50 Hz and 500 Hz. This is because built-in smartphone mics often struggle to accurately pick up low and high frequencies. I personally use a Dayton Audio IMM6C microphone. Here is a comparison of the results when running Roomfit with a smartphone's built-in mic versus the IMM6C. Please look at the grey line. Even with the built-in mic, it's fairly accurate from 50 Hz to 500 Hz, but you can see a massive bump in the high frequencies above 2 kHz, indicating it's being overcorrected. I highly recommend using an external microphone whenever possible, but if you absolutely must use your phone's mic, it's best to use Roomfit for the 50 Hz to 500 Hz range and manually adjust the high frequencies using the EQ. Also, even when using an external mic, this method might yield better results. Since my WiiM Sound is for casual listening, I just let Roomfit handle it all the way up to the high frequencies to avoid the hassle. Now, with moving mic measurement, the correction is performed using 30 seconds of pink noise. Since this measurement method easily picks up ambient noise, I recommend turning the speaker volume up as much as possible and turning off appliances like the air conditioner. When you turn on moving mic measurement, slowly move the microphone around your listening area. If you don't have a specific listening spot, try moving the mic over a wide area in the room. However, please be careful not to put yourself or any obstacles between the mic and the speaker, and be sure not to make any noise. Follow the exact same steps to run Roomfit on the other speaker, and you're all set. WiiM's Roomfit has an evaluate feature, but unfortunately, it cannot evaluate stereo playback sound. It can only evaluate a single speaker. So for those of you who own other WiiM devices, I'll show you a workaround to evaluate your stereo pair. Step 6. Evaluating a stereo pair with another WiiM device. Do you own another WiiM device besides your two WiiM sounds? If so, you can evaluate the frequency response of your stereo pair using the method I'm about to explain. First, open the Roomfit screen on the stereo pair's lead device and run an evaluation. You will then see Room Correction Audio on the now playing screen. When you press the play button, it should play pink noise or a sweep tone. If you have Moving Mic Measurement turned on in the Roomfit settings, it will play pink noise. Leave it in this state. Next, mute the volume on your other WiiM device. I'll use a WiiM Ultra for this example. Once muted, go to its Roomfit screen and open the Edit screen for an unused Roomfit profile. If you don't have a spare profile, run Roomfit to create a profile named Evaluate. Turn off all 10 bands of this profile. This gives you a completely flat profile. Run an evaluation using this flat profile. Play the pink noise through your stereo pair and measure the stereo pair's pink noise with your microphone. Let me explain the detailed steps once more. 1. Mute the Ultra. 2. Open the Roomfit settings on the Ultra and turn on Moving Mic Measurement. 3. Open the Edit screen for the evaluation profile on the Ultra's Roomfit screen and run Evaluate. 4. As soon as you press the Start Evaluation button, press the Play button on the WiiM Sounds remote control. 5. Measure the stereo pair's pink noise with your microphone. This allows you to measure the frequency response of your stereo pair using the Ultra's Roomfit. It's a good idea to take screenshots of the individual Roomfit results for both speakers and compare them with the results of this stereo pair evaluation. Here are the individual correction results for the WiiM sounds in my bedroom, alongside the stereo pair evaluation. It's far from perfect, but in my bedroom, where the placement conditions are poor, this is more than enough. Comparing the sound before and after Roomfit, the volume feels noticeably lower after the correction, so I raised the volume by about 20%, and it lacks that previous harshness. It feels like I could turn it up even more. It's become very pleasant to listen to, so I'm extremely satisfied.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the best music experience. See you next time. Peace.